Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This week I've got something a little bit different. I have had a few requests on how I upkeep, maintain and do my eyebrows, so I thought, why not show you? I'm also gonna do kind of like a no makeup look at the end, so we still get a bit of our makeup in there, but the main focus of this is how I maintain and upkeep my eyebrows. So these are what my eyebrows look like raw. First step is to see what we gotta do this month. I like to just brush them up. I don't have any separate spoolies, so I just use like a makeup brush that has like a little thing on the end, and then I dye my eyebrows first. I actually use Just for Men beard dye. I saw this from, I think her name is Alicia on TikTok years ago, and I haven't stopped since. You get so much more product than you would do in like a at-home brow dyeing kit, and it's also already combined. I've had this tube already for months. As you can see, I've barely even touched a wink. Just pop a little bit of this pre-mixed dye. If I'm being honest with you, often I will just take it straight from the tube. But since we're doing a video, I'm popping it on a box. I think this is in the color like ash brown or something along those lines. It's something quite cool tone because I like my brows to be like cool tone. I don't like them to be warm. I'm just gonna mix together this on the back of my box, just make sure it's all combined, and start applying this to my eyebrows. Now, I'm sure a lot of people would actually like clean up their eyebrows before they dye them, but I like to see what hairs I can salvage in my eyebrows before I go ahead and pluck them all away. I have been a sucker for plucking my eyebrows off this year, and I finally got them back, and I'm not trying to lose them again. I don't really have any way of particularly doing this other than just making sure all my hairs are covered, and then I will do the same to the other side. It's a bit windy outside. I'm really sorry for the noise if you can hear it. Just use it as an ASMR in your brain, okay? I kind of like the therapeutic sound of the outside world. I just keep applying this all over my brows. Now, what I like about this is it doesn't seem to dye your skin too crazy. You don't necessarily have to clean up if you don't want to. Honestly, if I'm being really realistic, I don't. I will just apply it like this, leave it on, and then come back and see the mess I've made. For the sake of the video, I am gonna clean up this one singular brow with a clean cotton bud and just take off this top part and maybe over here. But honestly, I'm really not too fast. I'd rather make sure that they're covered. That's my main important thing. I kind of like a messy brow anyway. I'd make sure my front hairs are also dyed. Did I read the box? No. Do I know what length of time you're supposed to leave this on? Do I fuck? I tend to leave it on anywhere between 5 minutes if I'm feeling lazy, or the other day I went to a Pixie dinner to celebrate 25 years. You like my cardigan quickly? Digress. It's a little Ralph Lauren number from the charity shop, like everything I get. Such a charity shop. Anyways, I accidentally left my eyebrows on. I kid you not, for like a solid 20 minutes. Now with brow dye, it depends on what strength you want. I tend to leave it on, like I said, anywhere from 5 minutes, preferably not 20 minutes, but maybe about 15. So the time is unknown. I actually do not know the time. Let me get it for you. The time is just before 2, so we'll take them off about 2:15. What should we do in the meantime? I'm probably gonna go and doom scroll. So I will check back with you at 2:15, and we will continue the rest of our brow cleanup. Do you want to know inventory? Gather your things for when I'm back. We're gonna need some tweezers. Eyebrow shaver if you like eyebrow shaving. Honestly, it's not the biggest deal. You can pluck and do the same effect, but I'm a bit lazy when it comes to the top of my brows. Some facial oil and a spoolie. That's all you're gonna need when I get back. So I will see you in 15 minutes. Look at me being a punctual queen. Right, do you know what? I'm just gonna take them off now, because why not? I like to remove my eyebrows with Garnier Micellar Water. I use this and have used this religiously for donkey's years, and I pop down a little cotton pad. My favorites are the original and this vitamin C one. I take this on a cotton pad. I just remove them. I know some people remove the fronts first, and I used to do that, but now I just kind of do the whole thing. Then I'm gonna take another one that's dry with no micellar water on to get off any of that like really excess product. Our next step, take a little eyebrow razor. These ones are from Nimbi. They are plastic alternative facial dermabladers. Which color shall we use? I'm gonna use the beige. Oh, can I get it out? I'm gonna take just a little bit of this Yepoda Glow Hero serum oil, just a tiny little bit, and I'm just gonna pop that around my eyebrows because I don't really want it to remove any of the dye, but I do want to make it easier when I'm shaving them off. Not off, whoa. Let's not get carried away. So you're gonna want to take your razor. We're about to get up close and personal, guys. I'm just removing the bulk of the really furry bits of my brows. And then I'll take this in the middle too. Not too close though. As quick and easy as that. I'm gonna just remove that oil, because the next part we don't want oil on. See all the little hairs that I took off there? Sensational stuff. I'm gonna take another one and just really dry them off. Okay, now we can brush them up. Here is the painful part. I'm gonna take a mirror, take some that look like this. I just like to clean them up, nothing too crazy. I just take the ones that are really out of place and remove them from the existence of my eyebrows. I tend not to really trim my eyebrows, although I probably should, because this one likes to curl upwards. But because they can be quite sparse, I tend to just leave them however long they decide to be. Do you like? I feel a world better. Now, they weren't too unruly anyway, but it's always nice to do a rejig. Let's move on to doing some no makeup. Where do we start? I'm gonna still prep my skin in the same way as I would normally prep my full makeup. So I'm gonna use a bit of this Pixie toner. I'm gonna put it on my hands and just rub that all over my face. Isn't this just the cutest little thing? I'm then gonna go in with my Glow Mist, also from Pixie. I love this stuff. Of course, we have to moisturize, and one of my favorite moisturizers, if you've been watching my tutorials for the past few times, you'll know the Caudalie. Sensational stuff, honestly. She's so light yet so moisturizing. Perfect for before your makeup. I use a slightly thicker one at night time for my nighttime skincare, but for the daytime, this is where it's at. Then my favorite primer, I've been loving this, the Prime Time by Bare Minerals. Honestly, my skincare slash priming has not changed, so I'm sorry if you guys are bored of seeing this, but you just gotta know it works. Moving on to the makeup, I'm gonna start by using this Lancome Serum Concealer, and I'm gonna pop this under my eyes, in my T-zone, on my chin where I have a little bit of redness, around my nose, working this in the center of my face outwards. It's a little bit of an off color because I haven't been tanned, but it's okay. Will there be a day I don't forget my brushes? I doubt it. Now, I'm going in with my Morphe M12 brush to work this into my skin, bring it slightly down my neck. One thing with a no makeup is you're gonna wanna make sure it's not obvious you've got concealer on. I'm still one to contour when it comes to my no makeup looks. I'm just a tiny little bit, nothing too crazy. You're gonna want to drag this across your eye and bring it up. Do you see the lift? Bring that into your temples. Whatever's left on your brush, bring that up to your forehead. I'm gonna bring that under my eyes on just a little brush, just to widen them up a little bit. And a little bit under my lip. Now for blusher, I love using the Huda Beauty Color Corrector in the shade Cherry Blossom as a blusher. It's such a beautiful shade. It gives you a little bit of coverage. It evens out the color on your cheeks without giving you like any really intense blusher moment. It really helps blend in the fact that you didn't put too much crazy concealer on while giving you that blush effect. It's a really good little hack if you've got one. Use a little color corrector as your blusher. especially on your little no makeup days. Run that over your eyelids, correct that blue, and then whatever's left on your brush, you just run that under your eyes too. I'm gonna go ahead and straight up curl my eyelashes by just clamping them and then slowly working up that clamp from the base to the middle to the top to really get that curl. Same for this side. Swiftly back onto eyebrows. I'm taking my NYX Lift and Snatch. I love this. This is in the shade Ash Brown. I'm gonna start by just focusing on filling in the gaps and bringing and lifting those brows back up. Oh, went a little off course there. And as you can see, it just deepens and darkens your eyebrow without doing anything crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and set just a little bit of my T-zone in some powder. This is the MCO Beauty Powder in Light because skin naturally is a little bit more matte. I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Clear Mascara and Lash Mascara and just run that through my eyebrows. Take this Pixie keychain, which I actually decorated at the event. It's got like a cutesy little black charm, and I'm gonna add this as like a neutral lip stain. It's just gonna add a bit of color to my lips. I am gonna add a tiny little bit of definition under my lash line, but nothing too crazy. And then as a final step, a little bit of highlighter. This one is the Hourglass one. Just add that glow to my cheeks. Also, I'm gonna pop that on my eyelids to brighten up my eye. It's not a crazy highlighter, it's a really subtle glow. Now we can remove these. I'm gonna pop in some of this L'Oreal LV Glycolic Gloss. You can use this in wet and dry hair. I'm obsessed with L'Oreal hair products. Look at that. So much better. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. Let me know if you have any specific requests of anything you want to see next week. I really enjoyed spending time with you. It was lovely to see you. Let me know if you try out this makeup look. Tag me on Instagram or just send me a little DM or just comment below in this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Mwah. Deuces.